Hello, lovelies. This is Lynn, the Silver Goddess Tarot. I'm glad you're here today. I am doing a reading on Dan Bongino. I am so not sure that that's the proper way to say his name. Um, but he and Pam Bondi had a bit of a tiff this week. They are clashing over the Epstein files. And so I am doing a reading on whether Dan is going to be our leaker. Sorry, I know I'm a little pale in this one. The sun is shining today. I'm so excited for that. It's been ugly weather here where I am. I'm in the Midwest and we've had high winds and tornadoes and flooding and all the things that I predicted in my weekly tarot last week came true. So anyway, so let me go off screen for a moment and I'll bring up the cards a little better for you to see them and we'll get into this. Hang on just a second. Okay, so first off, I am using the predictions deck by Trishe Jaimes for this reading, and I just based on the cards that I pulled from this deck, I'm going to say that Dan Bongino is going to leak some information on the Epstein files. He is feeling very much like he's got heavy burdens on his shoulders. He has the duty to keep quiet, and if he doesn't, he is going to feel the heat for having opened his mouth. He knows that lots of things are being hidden, and those things are very important things. They're big news things. They're things that will expose all of this is being done for money. Now, the real question here is what's the solution to the problem? And is him leaking the truth going to be that solution? So let's dig into this just a little further. I'm going to pause for a moment and pull out some different cards. Hang on just a second. Okay, so this time I'm using the Trishe Jaimes investigation deck for this part of the reading. And what I asked was, is Dan Bongino going to be the person who leaks information on the Epstein files based on his role with the agency where he's serving or the department where he's serving? The very first card out was yes, the Sun Yes card. So, yes, he is going to leak information. He's going to take that risk, um, and he's going to expose the narcissist along with the other hidden knowledge, the people involved. With that exposure, there are going to be additional information, but there's clues that have been hiding in plain sight. And there is a family connection. So my guess is that Ivanka knows. And, possibly Eric and Don Jr. and Melania, they may all be caught up in whatever's brought out. He's doing this because he wanted out. And things did not go the way he planned. He expected to have a successful run, a successful go at this. And it's not turning out that way. It is not turning out that way. Okay, so on that note, I suspect that Dan Bongino is going to step down from his role in the FBI. Had to check on that, sorry. So I do believe that he will be stepping down. Apparently, he has not been into work since he had a fallout earlier this week with Pam Bondi. And I do suspect that he will expose things that certain people do not want to have released. So we'll see where this goes. I hope you enjoyed this reading. As a reminder, you are made of stardust and magic. You are far more powerful than you realize, and you are profoundly loved. That's all I got. Take care. Have a good one. Bye, all.